So, the B part for this tune is just ever so slightly trickier than the A part, but I know you're doing great, you're doing amazing, and you're gonna nail it. So, we're starting the B part off with a few pickup beats, just like the A section, except this time we are starting on the and of 3. So to start the B section, we'd go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and because we're starting that on the and of 3, that should be an upstroke to start that. That phrase is 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd fret of the B string, open E string, and then you're going to play that again, but you're going to hammer on to the 2nd fret of the high E, and that will be the first beat of the B section. That's the downbeat. So the first bar is hammering onto that 2nd fret, and then you're going to reach all the way up to the 5th fret with your pinky if you can, and that'll be an upstroke again. So you've got so that first bar is, and then moving on, you're going to put your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the high E, and you're just going to walk down again. So we're walking down from the G note on your high E string, so you're going to play that at the 3rd fret with your 2nd finger. 2nd fret of the high E, open high E. Then you've got the 3rd fret of the B string, and now you're going to do this triplet phrase. So all you're going to do is you're going to pick the B string. That's the phrase we're going to do. So all that is B. So you're playing the B string, hammering down with your middle finger, and then pulling off to the open B string again. And that gives you that triplet, that da la, one and da. And then you're going to hit the 2nd fret of the G string after that. So that phrase altogether, from the G note on your high E string, so walking down the scale, triplet, and then hit that A note on the 2nd fret of the G string to finish the phrase off. So we were down here at the 2nd fret of the G string, but now we're going to actually shift positions higher up the neck. So I want you to slide into the 7th fret of the high E string. So you're going to go from here, 5th fret, so that's just 7, 5, 7, 5, and then 7 on the B string, back up to the E string. So then from here you're going to go 7 on the high E, 5 on the high E, 7 on the B string, 7th fret of the G string, and then play the open E. So that's what it should sound like. 5, open E to finish. Now that open E is super important. You could play that phrase like this. But why play a fretted E note if you can play an open E note and then use that to shift positions back down the neck, because that's where we're going. If you put the entire B section together, we've got this. So, continuing through the B section, we're then going to repeat the first phrase of the B part, except we're not going to go from the A, we're just going to go from the D note on the 3rd fret of the B string. So you're going to go. And now, finally, to finish the B part off, we just have this little phrase. So for this last phrase, we're going to start on the open B string, down to the A note, so 2nd fret of the G string, back to the open B string, 2nd fret of the B string, 3rd fret of the B string, open B string, 2nd fret of the G string, 4th fret of the D string down to the 2nd on the D, open D, 2nd fret, and then 4th fret on the D string, and then open D to finish, or you can strum that little D5 power chord. That's just open D and your first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. So now let's try the entire B part quite slowly. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really hope this helped you out in some way. If you get around to learning this tune, I would love to hear it. So send me a recording. You can find my. I'll put all my social media in the description because you don't really care about that, do you? Fine. But yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and if there's any other techniques or tunes you would maybe like me to cover, then let me know in the description or send me a message or something. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.